Hello guys, please make sure you don't invest here in Europe. For those of you that are living here in Europe, make sure you don't do anything here in Europe. Please, I beg you in the name of God. As you receive your salary, if your salary is 1,500, please take that 1,500, send it to Africa, to Ghana, to Nigeria, for them to help you build a house, for them to help you do business. Please, don't even pay your house rent here in Europe. Don't pay light bill, don't pay gas bill, don't even eat. As they give you your money, your salary, just carry it and send it to Nigeria, because that is what most of you love to hear. Because somebody almost beat me up recently because I did a video begging us to please say, okay, we should start thinking of how we can start investing here in Europe. The man got angry and the man saw me at Nigra Hospital here in Verona, and the man was so angry with me, and he almost fought me because I told you to start investing here in Europe. Now, and that man today is regretting, because I met the man yesterday evening, and I also told him that I will also come to social media and also explain his situation, although I might not call his name. Now, what actually happened, I went to the hospital around September, and I met this man. Then the man was so angry with me. Every time you talk about house, talk about house. How many house do you even have here in Europe that you don't let person to hear what? Don't you have any other content to talk about? I was just shocked. I don't. So we just discussed it, and I left. So I was surprised yesterday. The man have been calling me that he wants to see me. Then I finally met him yesterday. He said he have some issues here in Italy. I said, what? He said the house that he's staying here with his family, and the landlord of the house have asked him to pack out from the house. Why? Because the government have marked the house for demolition. They said the house is no more habitable. The house is too old, and any moment from now the house could collapse. So he should pack out because they want to destroy the house. So he's now asking me to please, if I can help him look for any house that is not too expensive for him to buy here in Italy. Or if he cannot get a house, I should help him also look for a house to rent. I said, getting a house to rent now in Italy is very difficult. So that is why a lot of people are going into house buying. And I said, sir, but you remember that you also most fought me when I was saying, please, it's not just invest in Nigeria, invest in Nigeria, invest in Nigeria. We should also try and cultivate the habit of also trying to invest here. You were one of the people that almost fought me that day. He said we should forget about that one. That one has passed. You know, definitely we cannot know everything in life. That he is sorry. I said, no, this that you just did, I will come to social media and explain to people. Now, this same man I know him personally, because when I was doing business to Nigeria, before I used to do business both Nigeria and here. So he happened to be one of my major customer. So because of that, I know some of his property in Nigeria. I know three of his houses in Nigeria, in Edo State. And the man said, no, he has even built additional one that he now have four houses in Nigeria. I said, okay, sir, you are almost around 62 years old. Now that you have lost your house and you don't also have money to buy a house here, getting an affito is very difficult. House to rent is very difficult. Why not just relocate back to Nigeria? He just laughed. He said it's not as easy as that one. He wants to just complete his pension since he's almost getting to the pension age. He just want to work and get to pension. That is one. And the other reason why he cannot go back to Nigeria is because he also have health issue. That there's a treatment that he normally take every 3 months here in Italy. That was the same treatment he went to take in Nigra Hospital here in Verona, where we met that particular day. So that if you relocate back to Nigeria, that treatment will be so expensive in Nigeria. While here they are doing it for him free. He is not paying for it, and they might not be able to treat him well in Nigeria. So he prefer to remain here because of the treatment and because of the pension. And he did not also plan his life that particular way, that this heart issue will just come like that. And that's okay. How much do you have now for us to look for a house here? He said he does not really have money because he is paying his children's school fees and university tuition and all that. I said, with your age, 62 years, it will be very difficult, extremely difficult for bank to give you 100% because of your age and your health issue. So the only thing we can do, if you can sell some of your property in Nigeria, then I say, okay, some of the property that you have that I know, if we decide to sell some of those property in Benin, they will price it around that kind 12 million, 10 million naira for those property. And if you sell one of them, let's say you sell it for about 12 million, and you convert the money and bring it here, that will be around that will be around 7,000 euros for one particular house. He said, no, he has no, it's more than that. I said, no, because This is my field. I have an idea of how some of all these things work. I also know the location of some of these houses, because some of his property that I know, they are in Ewotubu in Edo State, and not just in town, inside deep Ewotubu. I say I know those property. Those ones had, if you even see person that will buy for 12 million, the person actually tried. So let's say you sell it for 12 million and you brought the money here, is around the 6,000 euros. So what will 6,000 euros do? Then he said he's not selling. I said, okay, I'm not so advising you to sell. So that was why I was saying, since you are doing things in Africa, you should also try and see how you can start doing things here. Some of your mates, some of them that bought house 30 years ago, 25 years ago, they have finished paying that house, which I know so many of them here in Italy that have finished paying for their house. And if they want to sell that house today, they will sell that house for like 100,000, 120, 130,000. Free, that money will just be free for them. But people like you prefer to, you receive money, you pack it to Africa. Receive money, you pack it. You did not balance your life both between here and Africa. Now you are having an accommodation problem. How are you now going to solve it? He said that was why he called me if I can be able to suggest one or two things. I said, sir, I've checked your situation. Since you don't have physical cash, at least 20 to 30,000 euros, before we will now go to bank and see what bank can add to. If you don't have it, it will be very difficult for you to get mortgage here to buy a house. The only thing I can advise you to do is to relocate back to Africa. Sell one of your property for 10 million, for 20 million, use it to start business. You stay in one of the house. He said as at today he already have 4 houses. Those days I used to know Thierry. He said he have additional one. It's okay, sell one, 10 million to start business. You stay in one, then the remaining two you put 10 at. He said he has not done business before. I say you will start it from now because you have made some certain mistake in life. Now where is he now going to stay before he gets to his pension? I said, okay, since you have worked for about 20 years, so you are qualified for your minimum pension. Although they are not going to give you the money now, they can only give you the money when you are now at age 16, 67. The last time I checked, meaning the next 5 years you can be able to apply for your minimum pension. All you just need to do is to try and see if you can get somebody that will do resident for you here. Then you go back. But if you go back, how he will not carry the wife along? What about the children that are still staying with him? So the whole matter is kind of complicated. So, sir, I don't just know how to advise you anymore, but I would have advised you to relocate to Nigeria. But taking your wife and your children along to Nigeria will be so complicated. I just felt that you come and do this video for maybe you can learn one or two things from it. If you don't also want to learn, if you still want to keep insulting me, there's no problem. But please help me share this video so to get to as many people as possible so that we can. And don't forget to use tap send. That happens to be the best app to send that money that you want to send to Africa for them to build house for you, to take care of your family. Use tap send. It has the highest exchange rate. If you put my promo code heroes tv, they will even dash you €5 in your first transaction. You can get tap send from Apple Store, Play Store, or from the link in this video comment section. Make sure you use tap send. Thank you and God bless you.